capital is highly regarded worldwide and therefore should be the biggest driver of our public service, national development, and Kenya's global competitiveness. It is inevitable, therefore, that professionals are expected to be the biggest contributors to all matters pertaining to common good, public welfare, and national service. Thus, an awareness of this expectation must be reflected in the graduates we train, the manifestos and policy frameworks we design, as well as the development strategies and policies that underpin projects and programs that we undertake. This is because the engineers who design and supervise works, professors and lecturers teaching, accountants and economists managing resources, and so on, are all professionals at work. Leaders, including elected ones, like myself and my colleagues here, are expected to be professionals, and the quality of their leadership must be evident in their work. But like everything else, there are fakes and quacks. And I think it has been ably mentioned here by the speakers who before me. We have, for example, Mugo Wairimu, the fellow who is carrying out all manner of cesarean sections and many other things in some fake hospital somewhere. We have fake engineers. I remember I had a friend who used to, before his name, indicate that he was engineer, until somebody, I think one of the board of engineers wrote to him a small note and told him, "Sir, maybe we should regularize your send us your papers so that we can regularize your." And then he decided to drop the engineer section because he was not one. I was in Kapsabet about a year ago, and I was being told of a character who had been promoted all the way to become the superintendent in charge of the hospitals, a fellow called Ronald Melly. But it was later discovered that he was not a doctor. Conscious of this, Kenya has done quite well with professionals. Our achievement in infrastructure development, education and health outcomes, service industry, technology and innovation is because of the quality of the human capital and the quality of our professionals. We are the envy of many in this region in terms of road and rail expansion, electricity connectivity, leading in clean energy use in Africa, and ninth in geothermal development worldwide and other renewable energy generations. Our array of professionals are leading innovations in the banking, insurance, and telecom sectors. You're quite conversant, for example, with M-Pesa, tourism and hospitality sectors, literacy levels, health, and ICT. Kenyan professionals delivered all the achievements that we have today as a nation. Kenyan professionals have not stopped there. It is now widely acknowledged that Kenyans are ready to take and make their mark on the global stage. That is why a local professional, Professor Kalistas Juma, former director, Science, Technology, and Globalization Project in Harvard, Kennedy School, became an acclaimed global thought leader. Dr. Mukhisa Kitui of Kenya is UNCTAD's 7th Secretary General, and Charles Mwangi is the Director of Engineering at American company Tesla Motors in the US. That is why a lady from Nyeri, Professor Wangari Maathai, went on to change her country and win the Nobel Prize for Peace. And many brilliant Kenyan professionals are providing leadership at the helm of many international organizations. You are aware the radical impact of Captain Koki Mutungi, the young lady who took to the skies in a jumbo jet, showing girls of the global south that it is doable. Our pool of professional women at the top levels is expanding dramatically, glass ceilings or no glass ceilings. And as they demonstrate their capability, mindsets, cultures, and entire social institutions are being transformed, recalibrated, and updated. Although we are quite some distance from where we should be, it would be untruthful to deny that we are making very serious, grand steps in that direction. It is, for example, a consortium of Kenya professionals who developed Vision 2030 that has put Kenya on a firm path of national strategic planning and implementation. Our professionals in the diaspora continue to impress and do us proud. The Jubilee administration has sustained and escalated investments aimed at delivering global competitive human capital through free and compulsory primary education, free secondary education, as well as university and especially technical college expansion. At each of these stages, we have deliberately gone out of our way to ensure strong future professionals are incrementally developed to sustain and raise our already high standard. I really do not believe that it is fair to conclude this portion of my reflection without acknowledging the great impact of the former president, Daniel Arap Moi. Through patient and consistent work over many decades, he expanded access to education, especially higher education, for Kenyans regardless of region, economic, or cultural backgrounds. President Kibaki championed the first mass Standard 1 admission in Kenya, the Jubilee administration's record. I leave it for others to come and judge us. Professionals are leaders in many organizations and institutions. The horizon of a society's achievements is to a large extent dictated by the important role of professionals. In the last 20 years as an elected public servant, I have witnessed the enormous contribution made by professionals in public service. From 2013, for example, when Jubilee was elected, we found challenges, but Kenyan professionals were able to unravel, for example, the SGR puzzle, enabling us to deliver the first 500 kilometers phase 1 in a record 3 years. Professionals helped us change the model of electricity funding and connectivity, making it possible to increase connections to households by 300% in the last 6 years. Working with our engineers, we created road designs, innovations, providing for stage construction and low volume roads that reduce costs